They are not your friends. Unfortunately, most people, guys and girls, don't realize this till they're 10 minutes away from their deathbed. Growing up as humans, we have a fundamental need and want, social desire to be liked and accepted by other people, and will often go at weird extreme circumstances for our friends or for their approval. The concept of family friends makes sense from an evolutionary perspective. You guys are from the same country or town originally, you have a group of family friends, you're supposedly, even though it's probably not true, but you're members of someone's family and another friend of yours and their family members. You guys are all friends, so the kids play with the kids, wives play with the wives, dads go out play poker, whatever. And in times of stress, one family can call on the other, you get sick, something happens, you have some backup and support. Great, makes sense. We're tribal creatures. We want a herd. Fine. But the weird things that people will do for their friends' approval baffles me to this day. I'll give an example. I had a friend who was a university student. He did science, and he realized his stride somewhere between, I think it was the midpoint of his bachelor's degree. So he had pretty shitty marks for the first 2-3 years, got it together, realized how to study, realized some tricks, and ended up getting significantly higher the next couple of years. Now the problem was, once he graduated, he didn't have a high enough average GPA to get into medical school. He really wanted to be a physician, and his dad was also a physician. He was a top psychiatrist. He, unfortunately, was also a member of a huge network of family friends. So he actually wanted to push the kid to go to Caribbean to do medical school. He's like, get the fuck out of my house, go do a degree, you're embarrassing me, you're not in medical school yet. The kid obviously rebelled, ended up doing a master's. Does a 2 years master's, says, Dad, I'll get in, relax, chill out. After the master's, he still doesn't get it. So the dad says, you're embarrassing me, I'll kick you out, go to Caribbean, just become a doctor so I can tell my friends that you've done something, you haven't bummed around for 6-7 years. The guy moves out, still doesn't have a higher GPA, but everything else is knocked down. Extracurriculars, credentials, volunteering. Only thing that's kind of missing is a GPA. So he does a year of open studies online, gets his GPA high enough, then he gets into psychiatry here in Canada at one of the best schools. Additionally, after he became a psychiatrist, he became one of the psychiatry heads in the city he was living in. So he not only became a top doctor, but became the best of the best. He was very high within his pecking order. Now, when you think about his dad only tried to self-sabotage him because he was worried about what his friends would think about him, which created a lot of turmoil in the house, almost derailed his son from reaching his full potential. And this dad was in his 50s. Look at the kids in their teenage years, 16, 17, they'll go blaze, drink, do drugs, whatever, stay a couple hours at the party. Why don't you just chill, bro? Have a beer. Why you gotta be so uptight? Oh, your diet starts today? No. And summer is where we see more of our peers. Now these guys, majority of them are complete losers and twats. They don't want to see you rise. Once you go on the diet and start losing weight and getting jacked, your fat friends are going to be upset because your success is making them more conscious about how much failures and how your success is going to make them very self-cognizant and aware of their failures in life. If one guy can do it in the crew, you guys are friends, you probably had similar enough life circumstances, grew up in the same city, went to the same junior high, whatever. So for a guy like them to climb up the ladder and get jacked, it's gonna be a bigger stain on them because it's more evident that they can't do it and they're gonna try to drag you down like that. Ditch your friends, go ghost mode. I don't have to say the benefits of going ghost, as there's a lot of stuff out there on YouTube. Remember, in summer, they are not your friends. Grind.